Amid the elevated global thermal coal prices since the beginning of this year, cement manufacturers are preferring to procure pet coke owing to its competitive rates. Although the current rates are over 90% higher year-on-year basis, higher cement production demand has been helping companies to weather down the increased cost of production. As per CoalMint assessment, US origin pet coke prices with 6.5% sulphur have eased to from its peak of $266 per ton CFR India in March, while price of Saudi origin pet coke with 9% sulphur that are currently a more preferable option have also eased by $14 per ton since March. The geopolitical tension between Russia and Ukraine, on the other hand, continue to keep global thermal coal prices elevated, making pet coke as the most viable option for cement manufacturers. Despite slight easing of coal prices in the last few weeks, thermal coal prices remain about 200% higher year-on-year basis, with a series of logistic constraints disrupting shipments from RBCT port in South Africa and the recent floods in Newcastle, Australia. On a per CV basis, pet coke is cheaper against the imported thermal coal by around 20 to 22%. The increased buying appetite for pet coke has come in the wake of increased cement production in the country. As per CMIE data, India's cement output rose sharply by 20% year-on-year to 356 million tonnes in FY 2022. Cement output in the last financial year also surpassed the pre-COVID levels by 7% from FY 2020 and by 6% from FY 19. Market participants expect cement outputs to rise sharply in the next fiscal year on account of government push for infrastructure. Amid coal supply crunch in India, imports by the cement sector has also seen a considerable rise since the beginning of this year in order to ensure fuel security at plants. Pet coke imports have risen by a whopping 85% year-on-year to 3.3 million tonnes in the first 5 months of the year, as thermal coal imports that have declined by 61% year-on-year to 3 million tonnes. Strong cement sales have largely incentivized imports at sky-high prices this year, as major cement plants continue to run at their full optimum capacity. Few companies also heard to be taking up a stockyard to maintain their higher production. Procurement demand by the sector typically rise sharply ahead of monsoon season, as coal imported during the rainy season tends to add moisture. Amid weak availability of Indian coal, cement players have been securing some supply from Coal India via linkage, while spot bookings almost remain nil. A few companies were also heard to be eyeing newer origin of pet coke such as Venezuela and Russia. Despite higher raw material prices, the cement industry has been able to transfer some cost to consumers, as cement prices had increased several times in the last few months. Cement prices are likely to remain elevated as manufacturers will continue to pass on the rising cost to the customers. With the rapid economic recovery and rural demand, cement demand is also likely to gain strength. The boost is seen coming with the recent decline in steel prices following government decision to reduce coking coal and met coke import duty and hike in steel export duty. Overall, strong demand fundamentals are seen boosting higher fuel imports by the sector in the upcoming months as pet coke demand continue to rise in India, while prices are also seen easing in line with the thermal coal prices following weak buying appetite from Chinese traders in the global market. Thanks for being with us. Stay tuned to CoalMint for latest coal and coke market updates. Do visit our website www.coalmint.com for detailed analysis and assessment.